gonna be a mom. I'm gonna be a mom. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a long awaited YouTube channel. Everyone always asks me, what? Tachi, why don't you have a YouTube? Tachi, why don't you have a YouTube? Tachi, where's your YouTube? What's your YouTube link? Tachi, I want to watch you on YouTube. And guess what? Here I am. I'm on YouTube now. Hello. Welcome me to the YouTube world. I thought, why not a perfect time to start my YouTube channel when I'm going to be on maternity leave. So I'll be off for a year. You know, now I actually have time. Well, I'm going to be taking care of my baby, but other than that, I actually have time to, you know, make videos for you guys and actually make them the way I want to make them. I'll be off work, so you know, join me on this journey. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll be talking obviously about being a mom, beauty, lifestyle, and yeah, join me. I'm gonna be a mom hoe. So I'm currently 39 weeks pregnant. Y'all can't tell. I mean, you can kind of tell in my face. I kind of got that like baby face, like everything's just looking chubby. My nose is just humongous, skin smooth and shit. Like if you could see me, like, you can just tell like there's a baby in me. Like you can't really tell right now, but because I'm wearing makeup, you know what I mean. By the time you watch this video, I could even have the baby. But well, I don't know, depending on how long it takes to edit it. But anyway, it's been a long 9 months. It's been a long 9 months. I've enjoyed pregnancy, but at the same time I was like, like I can't breathe. As you guys can see from the title of this video, I'm gonna take you back and just let you all know how it all started and how I found out and the beginning. Let's go back to the beginning of the 9 months. So, I mean, let's just talk about birth control, because I was never really on birth control. I don't really believe in it, to be honest. I truly think that it just, I truly believe it screws up the female reproduction system. It's like, think about it. If you really think about it, like just really think about it for a second. Every single month your body prepares for a baby. If you a woman, if you got your period, if you 13 and older or 12 or whatever age y'all get, all little girls get your period now, I don't even know. I think I got mine at 12, but anyway, 12 years old to like menopause. Okay, it's a long time. Every single month your body tries to have a baby. Like, take that in. Every single month your body wants to create life. Like, that's insane. Like, if you think about it, it's actually insane. Like, it releases the egg, okay, and then it waits for some sperm, and then sperm don't come, so it sheds, and then you get your period, and then it does it all over again every single month. Could you imagine? Like, could you imagine? God really said, yo, females, we need y'all to try and get pregnant every month, if you really think about it. So even that concept alone just kind of made me realize that it's a very natural thing. It's natural. Like, why am I gonna mess that up, you know? So I never really liked birth control. I never really had to be, because I never had a boyfriend. I literally, even the idea of me being on birth control once upon a time was not even for intercourse. It was for acne. So I never really had a purpose to say, okay, you know what, I have a boyfriend now, let me just go get birth control. I never really had a steady boyfriend. I mean, I had like a little, you know, I had some little things, but they weren't like, you know, serious long-term relationships where, you know, I needed birth control. So I never really went on it until until I met my boo. I met my boo, and I fell in love instantly. What can I say? I was head over heels, and I met my boo, and I was okay. Like, you know what? Like, it was just felt so nice to actually meet someone, and you know, oh, mine might, because I could. Let me just fix that there. It felt so good to like meet someone and like know that they like you back, like in the same way. It was honestly like, I just knew I knew he was the one. Like, I met him, and like we just both felt the same way about each other immediately. There was no games, there was no like, you know, let's just talk first, or like like no like, you know what I mean. He legitimately took me on dates. You know, it was just real. It felt real. You know, when you know, girl, you just know. So I met him, and then, you know, I did think about birth control, but I just never ended up doing it. And we were using protection for a really long time. And then one day we just decided to take it off.
I heard that, you nasty.
Let me tell you something. The one time we take it off, I mean, little did we know, the first time and the last time technically we took it off, you know, science, right? Science. And I guess because, again, my body is just wants it. Like it just wanted it. It came. It wants it every month. It wants to get pregnant. It wants to have babies. It wants to breed. God wanted for breed. We didn't think it was gonna happen, obviously. We just did it thinking, oh, you know, like whatever, not realizing how simple it is and how science works. We just did it and whatever. We didn't think anything of it. And, you know, my period was a week late, and I was chilling. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get it. Like, you know, I'm there waiting for my period like an idiot. Literally just sitting there like, oh, it's gonna come. Wasn't even worried. Whew. Okay. Yeah, so I'm there like waiting for my period, and, you know, it's just not coming, but whatever. I wasn't worried. Like, let me just tell you that. I wasn't worried. And another thing with me is like, I've never even thought about kids. Like, even when I met him, you know, like when you finally meet the person you want to be with, you guys start talking about marriage and kids. Like, we never really got that far yet. Like, we did talk about marriage, obviously, but we never talked about kids. Like, kids is never something that's ever crossed my mind. Like, I've never ever thought I want kids or I don't want kids, or not even names is something that like I thought of. So the idea of kids was just so far-fetched for me. Like, I still think I'm a kid myself, TBH, and my mom would tell you the same. So I wasn't even thinking of that. And I'm there waiting for my period, and I'm waiting for my period, and my boyfriend is like, don't worry, it's gonna come. Like, he was chilling too. He was 100% thought I was gonna get it. He was like, don't worry, like, why are you tripping? So I'm waiting, we're waiting for this blood. Me and him get into it. Like, when I mean we got into this, probably like one of our biggest fights, and I don't even remember what it was about. That just shows you it was stupid as fuck. Like, some dumbass fight, stupid AF. I stormed out. Like, I snapped. Like, you know, crazy ass bitch snap, like crazy. I went nuts. Like, I don't even remember what the fight was about, but all I know is I was yelling, I was cussing, I was just out of whack. Like, I went straight Medusa. Like, it was a scary thing. Scary moment, right? And I stormed out, and I went to my car, and I'm in the car, and I'm in the front seat, and it's like I had a That's So Raven moment. Like, I just had an epiphany, and I was just like, yo, you really bugging out. Like, you really just wild the hell out. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, I literally, it's almost like I stopped and I saw myself and I saw how I was acting, and I was like it's like, you straight tripping. And I was like, who am I? Like, why am I acting like this? Literally, it was literally one of those moments, and I was just like, okay, yo, I didn't get my period yet, and it just dawned. It's almost like something just came over me, and something just told me, yo, you're pregnant. Like, I don't know what it was. It was the weirdest thing. And in that moment, I was like, you know what, let me just go home, because this is a lot. And I went home that night. I went to sleep. I woke up the next morning, and the first thing I did was zoom. I went to the dollar store, got in my car, went to the dollar store, and I know what you're thinking. Why did I go to the dollar store? But like, this is how I thought of it. I was like, yo, I don't want to spend like $20 on a pregnancy test and then find out I'm not pregnant. I'm gonna be cheesed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so then I'm like, you know what? If the dollar store one says I'm pregnant, then I'll go buy the real one, because then I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So I went straight to the dollar store. I got one of those $3 pregnancy tests. Came home, peed on the stick, and let me tell you, you know how it says wait 2 minutes? Like, you know how it always says pee on the stick, put the cap on, and leave it there and wait 2 minutes? Girl, the way two lines appeared so fast, my two lines appeared in like 10 seconds. Like, I don't even know why they're talking about 2 minutes, because it was just, it went two lines in, like, it was just too fast. Like, before I could even put the cap on, I saw the two lines and I was like, hold on. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Got in my car, zoom, went back to the dollar store, yes, and I got another one. Because, I don't know. Listen, $20 is a lot of money, okay? So, went back to the dollar store. I'm like, you know what? If this one is it, I'm going to go to my boyfriend's house, and I'm going to let him buy the real one from Shoppers Drug Mart. So, I went to the dollar store again, got another one, came home, peed on it again, same thing. Within 5 seconds, like, what do you mean? I'm like kind of peeing on it, and like I could kind of see, like I'm bending over and I can see it, and it's before I'm even done peeing, two lines, and I'm just like, and I don't know if you guys know what it is that the pregnancy test is looking for, but what it's looking for is it's looking for this hormone called HCG. HCG is a hormone that you develop once your body's pregnant. So once that little strip detects that hormone, that's when it changes pregnant. It says pregnant, or it gives you two lines, or whatever type of test you have. So that just means my body's flowing with HCG, like, because it turned two lines so fast I couldn't even believe it. So then I'm just sitting there, I'm just sitting there like the fox on the bed, like, I'm just like, no. Like, it's so weird. It didn't even really set on me yet. Like, it's almost like I didn't believe it. Like, I didn't believe it. Actually, that's literally what it is. Like, I sat there and I'm like, nah. So, got in my car, went to my boyfriend's house, showed it to him, and he's kind of like, he didn't even really say anything either, you know? Like, he was kind of just like, say word, like, you know what I mean? He didn't even really have like a oh my god reaction, or like a happy reaction, because obviously we weren't expecting this. It was a mistake, you know what I mean? And he was kind of just like, oh damn, like he really needed a minute to process it. And I was like, yo, this shit could be capping. I bought it at the dollar store, like, you know, let's go to Shoppers, let's buy the real thing, let's find out for real. And I'm like, well, you buying it. So, we went to Shoppers Drug Mart, and then, hold on, my shit's about to die. Let me just go change the battery. We went to Shoppers Drug Mart, and, you know, we picked up the more expensive test, the real test, and then we go back to his house, again, peed on the stick. Bitch. Before I was even done peeing, like I said, just two lines, pregnant. And I'm just like, and then that's when my boyfriend goes and sits on the bed, and he's just sitting there like the Fox meme. He's just like how I was, just like, because I think that's when it really set in for him. And it didn't even really set in for me yet either. Like, I mean, I believed it, but it was still like, I was like, damn, like something's growing in me right now. Like, it felt so weird. It was the weirdest thing. And I was like, shoot, like I was drinking wine last night, like just doing the most, and not even knowing that, you know, a seed is growing in my body, like literally. So I was just, you know, I'm thinking about that stuff. And I think my boyfriend was it was kind of setting in on him. And to be honest, we didn't really talk about it the first day. It was just more of like I think it had to resonate with him first, because we were shocked. It was not planned. It was a mistake, and it was just like, whoa, kind of thing, you know, hold on, you know. So, you know, but eventually, obviously, like, took a few days, weeks, I'm just kidding, you know, and we talked about it, and it was kind of like, you know, I'm a grown-ass woman. Like, it's not like I'm 16 and I'm 16 and pregnant. It's not like I'm 14 and I get pregnant and like I still gotta live my life. I still gotta go to school. I still gotta be a kid. Like, I feel like I lived my life. Like, I graduated high school, I went to university, I partied the hell. I partied up until the night I found out. So it was like, I kind of felt like not that I lived my life, I'm ready to have babies, not necessarily, because obviously there's so much things I still want to do, but it was kind of like, for me to have an abortion is selfish, because it's like, why not? Like, isn't this the time? You know, you're 25, like, this is kind of the prime time, right? And there was, so abortion wasn't really in my head at all, and my boyfriend was obviously down for whatever, I was supported me and was down for whatever decision I made. I literally kind of thought, like, why not? I want to be with you, you want to be with me, like, let's just do this, right? So I decided, I was like, I'll be a mama. And you know, I think it took him a while, but he kind of started, I saw the joy coming out, and I think he was getting a little excited, my boyfriend. And then it was time to tell my parents. And to be honest, oh, that's the part I was scared of. And like, I wasn't scared to tell my dad. I don't know why. I'm not really scared to tell my dad things, but I was definitely scared to tell my mom. Like, I was like, yo, she gonna kick me out. I'm gonna have to live on the streets. Like, where me and my baby gonna live? I'm gonna be on welfare. Like, I was literally thinking the most, and just like freaking out over that. And the first person I actually told, like, other than my boyfriend, was my older brother. Because I just feel like, yo, my older brother's like, you know, he's my dog, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I knew I could tell him, and it would kind of make it easier for me to tell my mom if he was in the same room, you know, because it's just like, that's my dog, you know what I'm saying? So I told my older brother, no, my younger brother, but I mean, he's so tall, I call him my older brother, younger brother, whatever. And he was like, his reaction was really funny. He was just like, yeah, I'm picking it, like, literally. And you know, he was excited, he was cool with it. So then my mom came in the room shortly after I told my brother, and I was like, yo, mom, come here, I have to tell you something. And my mom comes, and I was just like, I'm pregnant. I literally just said it. I wasn't even trying to sugarcoat it. I just said it. And she looked at me like, no. She was in denial. Like, she literally looked at me like, no, you not. Like, you joking around. Is it April Fool's Day? Like, she literally thought I was capping. And when she thought I was capping, I'm looking at my brother. My brother looking at me like, I'm dead ass serious. Like, she did not believe I was just in denial. Like, she thought I was joking. And like, I joke around a lot. Like, I joke around about stupid dumb stuff. Like, you know, so I can see when my mom thought I was joking. But this time, this time, honey, I was not joking. And me and my brother are literally so shocked that she was in denial. So here she is talking about, no, you not. Like, what you talking about? Like, why you joking around with me? Like, I know you're joking. She gets up and she leaves the area. She's like, I know you're joking. I don't know why you're playing these games. And she just gets up and leaves. And I'm sitting there like, yo, it took me. It took all of me to say that to you. I'm not telling you again. So if you want to be in denial, be in denial, and you just gonna have to watch the belly grow. And then you'll know I wasn't capping. So I left that at that. I was like, all right, my mom is in denial, that's cool. On to my daddy. So Thanksgiving, I went to my dad's house for dinner, and I brought my boyfriend. And I thought that it'd be better to tell my dad with my boyfriend. And you know, everyone was gone. It was just me and my dad watching football and my boyfriend. And I just kind of turned to my dad, and I was like, Dad, guess what? Oh, no. I was like, Dad, do you want to know a secret? And he's like, you know, my dad is just bright. Like, you know what my dad said? My dad's like, if more than 2 people know, it's not a secret. I'm literally sitting there like, yo, like, I'm just trying to tell you something. You do not have to go and do the most. And then I'm like, okay, well, do you want to know anyway? And he's like, all right. And then I'm like, you're gonna be a grandpa. And yo, let me tell you something. My dad didn't even move positions on the couch. My dad was chilling like this. Like, he was kick up. Like, he was literally just chilling watching football. And I told him those words, and he didn't even move positions on the couch. He was just like, say a word. Literally. And it dawned on me, and I'm like, yo, I'm so scared to tell my parents. Like, I'm not a grown-ass woman. Like, it's not like I'm 16 and I'm going to my mom and saying, well, my dad, my mom, whew, I'm not like I'm 16 and I'm going to my dad and saying, yo dad, you know what I mean? I'm grown and he knows that, so I guess that's why he didn't even really care. He was kind of just like, say a word, I'm the last to be a grandpa of all my friends, it was about time. And you know, he was okay with it. He likes my boyfriend, they get along really well, so you know, that was that really. And here we are today. Oh, and if you want to ask, if you want to know if my mama ever eventually believed me, this is what had to happen. So my aunt, my mom was dropping my aunt off, sorry, my mom was dropping my little sister off at my aunt's house to get her hair done. And obviously I had told my aunt, so she knew, whatever. And I told my aunt, I'm like, yo, when my mom comes over, you know, I need you to say something about the baby she needs to get to reality here, like it's happening. So I got my aunt to say, are you excited to be a grandma? Right? And yo, when my aunt said that to my mom, are you excited to be a grandma, my aunt told me my mom's face looked like she saw a ghost. She probably was just like that is the moment that it set in for her, and she realized, yo, Tiana was not, she was not joking. And I guess at that moment I don't even know what she said to my aunt. I don't even remember what happened after that, but all I know is that was the moment it got real for her. And then we just started talking about it eventually, and here we are now. I could pop at any time. 39 weeks pregnant. I'm happy as ever. My family's happy. I think everyone's excited. I really wanted a boy and I got a boy, so it's just happiness from now, and I can't wait to meet him. I can't wait to squeeze him and hug him, and I hope he looks like me, and I'm just so happy. And yeah, that's how I found out. This is my first video, guys, so I don't know if I don't even know if I told the story right. Like, is there a formula for story times? Like, I don't even know. So if you guys have any suggestions, if you have any tips for me, leave it in the comment section. If you guys have any videos you want to see me make, any story times you want to hear from me, anything, give me ideas. You know, I'm here, I'm on YouTube now, so let me know what you want to see, let me know what videos you want me to make, and I'll definitely do my best to do those for you. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.